Hello YouTube, Nick again with my second video, the real second video, and it's actually going to be a hardware review this time, and that's going to be on the Sega Game Gear. From what I believe it's Sega's very first portable console. And what's really interesting about this console is it's actually backlit, has a color screen, and if you compare it to the console or the portable that it was going against, which is the Nintendo Game Boy, it's a real huge difference. And you can just look at it and literally tell a huge difference. I mean, like literally, it's huge compared to the Game Boy. Like I said, it does have a backlit screen, which it doesn't really hold up that well through the years, because actually to really get the screen to have a good presentation, you have to kind of tilt it a little, which is really unfortunate. But let's look at the system itself. Here we have a D-pad, actually a very well designed D-pad. It's very nice. If you're familiar with the Sega Genesis D-pad and you like that, then you should have no problem with this D-pad. And you'll notice right here two buttons. On the original Game Boy, these would be labeled A and B. But on the Game Gear here, you can see it's 1 and 2, which is very interesting. You have your start button, and on the back here you have your game slot with Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in there. I'll tell you more about that. And here you can see these battery covers. The Sega Game Gear runs off of 6 AA batteries. And if that sounds pretty horrible to you, then you're right. This thing drained batteries like hell. And actually I don't use batteries. When my friend gave it to me, it had batteries in it. I used them till it died. And now I just use the Sega Genesis power cord to use it. 6 AA batteries. That's a lot of money per year. And here is the cartridge for the Sega Game Gear. This is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And if you compare it to the competition cartridge of the Game Boy, you can definitely see a definite size difference. If you look on the Game Boy cartridge here, you get this. Basically, it's pretty small, compact, and you just have this little indent here, and you just pull it out. Where on the Sega Game Gear cartridge, you actually have this huge ass, I call it a heel on the cart, which makes it really easy to pull out. See, you just put your fingers right under here, and it comes straight out. Sega thought ahead with that. And here's the cartridge port, if I can get that into view there. And Game Boy games will not fit in here. The cart is too small. And obviously you're not going to be able to put a Sega game into a Nintendo console, and then vice versa. On the top here you have your volume, your phone jack, and under this little cover here you have your external port. And what that's for is if you had friends with 15, if you had 15 friends with these, then you could hook them up for multiplayer, 16 in all. But I'm pretty sure back in the day it'd be 2 to 1 with the people who own the Game Boy. And you have your DC 6 volt power adapter plug in there, which, like I said, you can use your Sega Genesis power cord to play. And finally, on top here, you have your power switch. And if you look on the front here, you have one speaker. And actually, the speaker on this is the chip they use for the speaker. Over time, it died, and this is no exception. Mine isn't. You can easily get it repaired, and I'll do that eventually when I get more games for it. I actually only have 3 games, and I'm gonna make this a 2-part video because I have to pull out speakers Actually, you can get sound with this through earphones, but I have a pair of old computer speakers. Plug it right in there, perfect. Plus, I have to pull out the Sega Genesis cord. This is just part 1 of the review. And here's the 3 titles I have. This was donated to me by the Power Glove Ninja. I'll put a link to his channel, or yeah, maybe a link. You can go check him out. He's got some pretty good videos. The 3 games I have is, like I said, Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not answering the phone. Sorry if it might be ringing for a few minutes. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And Road Rash. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Stay checking for part